Testing, testing, good morning. Morning, good morning. All right, can everyone see me? Good morning, everybody. Have my headphones on. What's up? Good morning, everybody. How are you guys? Just want to do a test. Can everyone hear me? Just want to make sure testing is all. Morning, good morning. All right, so what, 2 minutes early. That is not a big deal. And we'll go over exactly what's going on. What's going on now? Morning, morning. Awesome. Okay, guys. Hey, just want to give a special shout out to everybody. 75,000. That's right. Madrid, baby. 75,000 Instagram followers. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much again for liking our stuff, being a follower. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really do appreciate it. We want to do more good things. Obviously, in this live trading session, we've done a couple before, but this one, I kind of want to do it more often with you guys. Again, I just want a little more demand, see if this is even worth doing it with you guys. But yeah, this is kind of fun. I love this kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and go over it. So we got about 10 minutes left until the bell. So Dow futures are up 836. I think we hit about 950 in the morning, 950 plus. Nasdaq's up about 180 points, about 1.84%. S&P up 80, and the Russell is up about 3.5. It hit 4%. VIX is down about 4.62%. Crude oil is up about 3. Bitcoin 95.40 up 1%. Gold is down slightly. Silver's up about 0.8%. Bonds are being sold, meaning that yields are going up. And then you have dollar yen up slightly, and the dollar index is up slightly as well, 0.14%. And gas futures are up at 120. So awesome. Okay, so pretty simple stuff. We talked about, I put it on Instagram, our watch list. That's something that you should do daily as a trader. Kind of set your screen up and see what you want to use, what you want to do, what you're looking for, and what have you. So go ahead and move some stuff into my desktop. So let's see here. There's one more stock that I wanted to look at with you guys. So let's go ahead and bring up NVIDIA. My team was looking at it. So let's take a look at NVIDIA together. I want to add that to our watch list. I put the alert at 372.32. So we'll go ahead and target the 380s if we get there. So take a look here. I'll go and type it. NVIDIA 3032, place alert, target 380s. So there you go. So just place an alert there, 372.32. Let's see if we get there. So just kind of give you a heads up on how alerts work. Uh, Again, your alerts are not limit orders. They're just alerts. They're just a way to give you a way to look at the actual stock to see, hey, hey, the computer's going to tell you, hey, look at this, it's moving. Doesn't mean it's a limit order. Doesn't mean you should fill it right away. That's it. So a little background. So last week was pretty difficult. We were long, and then Thursday hit with that big flush. So we were left bag holding there. It happens. That does suck. Friday, we had a little bit of a relief rally, slightly, and then I had puts on IWM and Qs, and then I had a personal one on SPY over on Monday, and we were great on in regards to puts wise Monday in the morning, and then we had this rally. But again, I was nervous personally looking at the price action that it could have been a dead cat, that nothing was really showing, no moving averages were broken, no Fibonacci's were broken. It was just kind of a relief, basically wiping out the loss from Sunday night. So that doesn't seem bullish to me. That was just a wipe. Now I'm seeing the move. My thing in my head was, and I told our students this, was that tomorrow is key, meaning Tuesday. If we get a continuation, then you could see that this drop was just a buy the dip moment. The only thing that I bought last week in stock was Apple and Tesla. So I added one more share of Tesla to my portfolio, which we've been talking about, and I added about 75 shares of Apple that I bought for one of my portfolios. So I think I bought it at around $338 a share. Looks like it's a good buy so far. I'm up about 4% on it. I added Tesla at 932 with their investment club. Right now it's trading at about 10, 12. So it's pretty good. But again, I'm a long-term investor anyways. So let's go ahead and answer some questions. Uh, DPrevs, when you say D.A.R Capital, what are you looking to buy at the open? So again, just to give you a heads up, guys, I don't want you guys to think that we're just going to fill something right at the open. That's not what we're trying to do. So no, I don't want you guys to like, hey, let's go ahead and start putting chips on the table. No, that's not what we want. Now, let's take a look at DAL together. So again, guys, I want you to ask questions. Any kind of questions that you've been wanting to ask on DMs. Remember, just to give you a heads up, guys, I don't answer every question on our Instagram. I have a social media manager who handles everything, posts and all that, and they answer all the questions. They're like our customer service. So again, it's not me you're speaking to 99% of the time. So again, if there's a question for me, all you got to do is ask here, or you could tell our social media director, hey, this question is for Carlos. Can you ask him? Because I'm not always on it. Hey, Carlos, what's the delay on YouTube? I think the delay is right around 10 seconds or 5 seconds. I wish it was one for one, but it doesn't work that way. So DAL, here is the gap fill you're talking about, 34.35. Actually, if you go by the wick here, it's 34.23. But if you go by the candle closing, which I go to, it's 34.35. So we're right at 32.97. I had a break for 33 for the alert. Let's see if we break it. If we do, then you want to see that gap fill to 34.37. You can start taking a look at $35 calls to play that action. So that's the gap fill I'm talking about here on DAL. So the upside, the gap fill to the upside. What do you think about that? The gap from Facebook? Okay, let's take a look at it. That gap here has already been filled, but I don't see any other gap that you're speaking of. But if unless you're talking about this one, that's filled too. So I don't know what other gap you're speaking of, unless you're talking about a daily chart. Let's see. They're really, oh, so you're talking about the daily gap? Then yeah, 235.69. But we're already broke that pre-market. So you think about it, we're already at 236. So we're looking good this morning, maybe 36.35. It pushes at the open. That's Tommy. Let's see Twitter. And just a heads up, guys, this is live money. This isn't fake. You can see right here, live money. This isn't fake. No YouTube BS or people trade demo. This is real money. So got about 18 grand to play with. Can you show us a good position set up on TOS app? I can't show my phone here, but I could do it. I'd have to set up another video to do that. So Twitter, 36 to 36 and a half if it pushes at the open. You'll be talking about the top of the range. If we can get back over this resistance here, basically this wick, then I would probably take a look at it. Let's go and put an alert at 35.29 or 35.30 and see if we can break that. We're about 5 minutes out. And Twitter, if you look at it, remember we played Twitter before. This was a freebie that I had for you guys. If we brought up the daily, remember I had the bubble set and we had that break, the double top, and we broke that. We caught that as well. That was a while back though. Is this a 10K count? It is. This is a 10K count. I think today will continue. It should. I mean, that's a really good question. I'm going to answer that. Looking at ES here, the main things I look at, guys, are the 100-day moving average and the 200-day. So right here, the yellow line is my 200-day. That's a big deal to me. That tells me a change in trend. The 100-day is more of the intermediate 1 hour trend for me, short term. So we're both above the 100 and the 200. The 50 is kind of my first level to keep an eye on, but the 100 broke and the 200 broke. So to me, and the last fib here on ES, so we are going to get continuation. That's why I'm looking good to the upside. Tesla 1000 calls, they're in the money if you play it now because the stock's already at 10, 12. So it'd be really, really expensive and you're not going to get as much upside. There's just a heads up in the line. Emmanuel, good morning, Carlos. Yeah. Oh, Twitter was a banger. Make sure to splash it today. Yeah. Hey, the idea is that we're going to do what we got to do to get you paid. So this will be the YouTube channel that gets you paid. SPY already at 315. What's your plan going forward with it? So I have an alert at SPY, 312.99. Let's see. That was the break to the upside. Right now we're at 315. My target was 315. So now we're gonna have to calibrate. So let's go ahead and go above 318.19, and then you can target 320. So let's go ahead and fix that. 318.19, and we'll target 320. So I went ahead and did that. So I have the alert placed. Any effects? I think Powell will speak at 10. Yeah, Jay Powell will be discussing in Congress all the monetary policy stuff, but the big stuff is the infrastructure bill. And then retail sales were extra strong. It was the greatest retail sales number of all time. So that's where the market's coming in. What the only kind of riskier you have, guys, is that all the move is pre-market. Now, yesterday we thought all the move was pre-market too, and we continued to the upside. So you have to have that balance, and you have to be very nimble. What can you trade the most profit from, stock options or forex? I think options are your best bet, but forex is the quickest because it's more liquid and it's 24 hours. But again, forex you lose a lot of sleep. When does Jerome Powell testify? All right, I'll get that for you here. So if you want to go and take a look, you can go to Forex Factory. Is what I use personally. And he speaks today at 10 a.m. in front of Congress. What do you think is the best platform? This is Mr. Zablace. I'm going to ruin that. Looking to upgrade. I see some suggestions in Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers is the best value. It's the best, like the cheapest in a sense, other than Robinhood, I guess. But the platform I'm not a fan of. I think Thinkorswim TD Ameritrade is my favorite. Perfect. That's mine. Autodesk. I've never heard of it. So when a stock breaks to 200, we expect continuation? Yes, usually. But again, that's just a kind of a tell to me how I play it. So again, the 200-day tells me a lot. But again, you can always bring it out to the daily and see if it breaks to 200 too. So if we bring up ES, and we're about a minute away from the open, so I'll bring up ES for the daily, and you could see that we did break above the 200 on the daily anyway. So if your daily and your 100 are meeting, that's a really great sign. Hey, Manuel, you're welcome. You're welcome for the live. Let's see. Beyond. All right, let's take a look at Beyond. We got a couple seconds, so let's see. Yeah, Beyond, you'd have to break the highs of 163.21. So let's go ahead and place an alert, and then we can go from there. All right, guys. So we're gonna do something together. If there's really nothing to trade, I'm not gonna force the issue, but let me go ahead and start taking a look at what I want to see. So let's go ahead and bring up BA. I have my alert placed, and I'm gonna bring up DAL. And I'm going to bring up, that's a really loud bell. Ouch. So Qs, I already broke the alert, so I'm going to cancel that. SPY alert broke. We know that. That was pre-market. So markets are now open. I have BA in front of me. Right now, I'm not jumping into anything yet. It's up 8%. So again, I don't want you guys to get excited right off the rip. Let's get into something. Let's kind of wait. Let's wait for the churn. Let's see what happens and go from there. Marcus says, hey man, do you think stock prices are inflated? Well, it depends on what you define inflated. And I talked about this on the podcast regarding why we're bullish. And I've been saying it, everyone thinks I'm crazy, everyone thinks the world's going to end. And I've said it. Where else are you going to put your money? Where else? Yeah, of course, it'll be inflated when everyone wants something. Prices go up. Merck calls, I'll tell you this right now. Merck is a blue chip stock in the Dow. It's a biotech or obviously medical company, pharmaceutical. They are crap when it comes to options mostly. That's usually the case. Any thoughts on space? All right, so we're getting a little bit of a fade here. I mean, nothing going on. See, that's why you don't want to jump in right away. We have our alerts. We wait. We take our time. We have our cup of coffee. We'll see. You're gonna start streaming market hours, Hunter? Well, we can. Again, I just want to see if this will give us a lot of views and if people actually enjoy this, and if anything we can. Again, it's tough to do streaming every day just for the simple fact that it's delayed. All right, let's take a look at space. And space is up about 4.11%. Getting a little fade here on ES. We're kind of reverting below the Fibonacci level. Looks like we're retesting the 200, which can happen to 31.25. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We could always get a tap and go where we tap the actual and moving average and then we rise again. Space right now it looks like it's right at the 100. If you break the 200 day, then we could start talking at 16.18. But until then, space, I wouldn't want to do anything here. Thoughts on BA? BA, I have it right in front of me. We're still above the fib at 206.24. Again, I am looking at a couple. I'm still looking at the target of 215. Let's see if we can stay above this level. It's only 2 minutes in, so let's not go ahead and get too wild yet. Let's not do anything as of yet. But I am watching BA very closely. BA looks like it could be a play for us. I want to see that red candle and see if we can maybe get back to around the 208 level, and then we could probably play the 215s together. So let's see. We're about $1 away. I think your methodology is better than all the day streamers. Just hate trading to CNBC or Bloomberg to music. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't mind doing it. I love doing this with you guys. Again, giving you guys more content. That's fun. I would love that we had more viewers, obviously, because then this streaming could pay for itself with the ads. So it actually makes it worth our while. It doesn't come out of your pocket. It comes out of YouTube's pocket, right? Bullish Google. But again, if we start getting more followers and more, like again, if you want to share a channel and make sure we get some more subs, yeah, we could start doing some more streaming. Absolutely. I'm doing this because we got 75,000 Instagram followers, and that's a big deal to me as the CEO of the company. Very excited to have that. So this is why we're doing it. But again, we could always do it. If you like this kind of stuff, feel free to comment below. If I see a lot of comments and a lot of good reviews and a lot of thumbs up and a lot of subs and a lot of comments, like I said, then we'll do this more often. Okay, so I'm liking JPM, MS, KKR. So you're talking about again the financials, and I've always said JPM. For options, I like JPM and Citi. Those are the two ones that tend to move. So today's banks and tanks, but look at this. We just fell off the highs. So all the move we're seeing is overnight. All the move again, and we don't want to get caught in the middle of that. So let's see. Netflix, I think once we get past 432.20, we could see more upside on it. I am a shareholder of Netflix. 432.20. To be fair, I'm going to want to confirm to the upside. I would want to go ahead and get to around 439, 440 would probably be my level. So I'm going to put an alert at 440 on Netflix if we get there. But there's nothing showing me otherwise. Yeah, stream so cool, bro. Thanks. Hey, cheers. Looking at Nvidia? Yeah, of course I'm looking at Nvidia too. I had an alert placed on Nvidia, like I talked about, at 372.32. We're still about $4 out right there. Been watching Insta for a while. First time tuning into you. Thanks for this. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much again. Kind of sucks. I mean, I'm trying to see if we can get somewhere here. So let's talk a little bit about long-term investing. If you guys want to do that while we're waiting for our look, is now we're getting a little bit of a drop. Not much going on. So, like I said, we could talk a little bit about long-term investing. If you guys have any questions regarding your long-term portfolio, feel free to chat with me about it. If you have any questions regarding economics, go ahead and ask away. I'll answer. So, it looks like ES wants to get back to the 200 day. And again, it's still early. It's 9:35. Really, when it comes to the hours of 9:30 to 10, you usually don't want to trade those hours. Keep in mind when the markets are open, all that volume is pushed from all the orders that are coming from the night before, the day before, Europe and Asia. So you start getting that big push to all those orders. It's like imagine you're in Black Friday shopping and all those people waiting in line, they're trying to push into the door of Best Buy. Same thing. So don't feel the need to rush 9:30 to 10, wait for that first 10 hourly candle and see what's gonna happen. Uh, thoughts on Square? I don't own it. I used to own it. And I made some profit. I sold it. Square looks decent. When it comes to options, you got to be careful. I've been burned before on Square, so I have a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth on this one. If you're looking at Square, you want to go ahead and recover that high of 94.11. If you break that, then you can start taking a look at calls. So let's go ahead and write that down. 94.11 to the upside on Square. Above 94.11 is our alert. Do you have any thoughts? Oh, 15-minute rule. Do you think another stimulus would drive the market higher? Absolutely. Absolutely. All you got to see is the retail sales. So people are spending their money. Great sign. Are you closing those QQQ puts? Yeah, you know what? A part of me says they're already down like 80%. I'd rather just hold on to it for now and see if we can hold it as a hedge if something goes really wrong. But we could always close it, sure. Is your long-term portfolio different from your trading portfolio? It is. It is. What are the best stocks to invest long term, maybe 3 to 5 years? Microsoft, United Health, Apple, Amazon, and then my fifth one, Tesla. I know it's a lot of tech, but I also like SpyG. Looking at C Limited and Dynatrace, any thoughts? I have no idea what that is. I have no idea. I've never heard of those names. Dynatrace and C Limited. You have to go ahead and give me the tickers on those, and I'd have to research it for you. Thoughts on Facebook? Okay, let's take a look at Facebook together. Still getting a little bit of bounce here. See, now you're getting a bounce here on the 200, which is nice. So, see Facebook. Yeah, Facebook, you need to break this high, 241.75 for me to get to do anything. So we'll place an alert because that'll be a breakout on the hourly. Square is interesting. Square is getting there. Let's see. See what we do. All right, trying to close out some emails here. All right, where were we? DAL down for play $1 on NOVM. I don't know what that is. Do you trade OTM instead of in the money? Yes. What is the alert on BA again? BA, the alert to the upside is 204.36. I mean, excuse me, I had to change that. We want to go ahead and recapture, looking at the wick here, 208.61. So 208.61 as my alert there. I can always put that here, 208.60. And if we really want to take a look at it, we can, oh, Twitter just broke my alert. Let's see if I could get this going. BA. Now I'm running really slow. All right, so if we looked at the 215 calls, they're pretty pricey at $6. So we're not there yet. Let's look at Twitter together because I think someone asked about it and we just had an alert hit. Oh, so that's an old alert. That didn't actually hit. Looks like it was just the wick. So we need to get back to that wick level. So around 35.50. So ignore that Tesla one. I mean the actual Twitter. There was one other one I was looking at was Apple. Apple was price target upgraded today, and it looks like it's kind of fading. Not much going on. We had a gap fill here right around 351. It filled it. Let's see if we get a continuance at 355. But it is off the 100. So I'm going to go ahead and place an alert at this wick high of 351.72. If it does, then I will take a look at Apple. Let me go and write this down. All right. Yeah, it looks like ES is just testing that 200 day. That's why I haven't done anything. All right, so yeah, I have IWM and Q puts. I mean, what can I say? I'm holding on to it. Let's see if we have anything. What analysis do you have to select your entry level for long-term investing? He said PayPal actually 122. Yeah, again, you can always dollar cost average, or I think you're talking about DCA. But when it comes to dollar cost averaging, it really based on your budget. Remember, you don't want to buy everything in one shot either. You can always buy in blocks, so you get the better cost for yourself. Let's say if you have $100,000, you don't want to put it in one stock right away. You want to buy it in blocks, 25, 25, 25. All right, there's DAL. Let's see what's up. DAL just broke my alert. Oh, that's late. See, that alert was late. That sucks. And we're actually fading anyway, so forget DAL for now. Yeah, DAL, no, you can't do anything because I have the alert above 34.26. I mean, excuse me, above 33, and we fell. So can't do anything there. With AMD, are you waiting till it passes 57.14 to get into those calls? Take a look at Apple. So I'm just going to type it because I know I'm late. And look at DAL falling. So I'm kind of glad we didn't get it. Which one was that one you were asking about? AMD. AMD, in order to get over here, you need to get above 56.74. So I have an alert placed. All right, Apple's coming. Let's see if we can get into Apple together. We're not there yet, but we'll go ahead and kind of set it up for ourselves. All right, I do like the 355s. Let's see if we break there. Uh, why do you only buy naked options? We could do call spread, signal sets. Yeah, you can. But again, I just like trading naked options personally. PayPal, I like PayPal long term. All right, Apple just broke the alert. Let's go ahead and fill. So 355. So first thing we got to do, guys, I know it sounds like a pain in the ass. We got to make sure we have our actual risk correct. So I'm going to bring up Percentage calculator, 4% of a $17,000 account. I can risk $680. Well, it's 340. So if I could buy two, I'm going to go ahead and fill out a market. $680. There you go. And I filled two, so I'm in it, 355s. So I'm in the 355s on it, and we're green now. So 355 calls Apple. And I will tell my Discord channel June 19 at 3:45. I filled two. So let's see what we got. So now we have a trade open. We're green right here on Apple, 3%. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual trade itself. Oops, charts. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up Apple together. Good old Apple. Couple things here on the fundamental side and the technical side. Technical side, above the 100, great sign. Past this gap fill here, didn't revert, great sign. Above the 200, great sign. Another great sign was price upgraded at Wedbush and price upgraded somewhere else, I forget the name. So that's where we are. And again, I like when those price upgrades come because now you're starting to get institutions start buying in. Obviously, you can also have Apple buying more shares as well. So let's go to the daily, and you could see that we could retest the all-time highs of 354.77. And the best thing about options is that you don't need to be in the money in order to make money. So remember, we're not there at 355 yet. Where are we? We're up 2%, and we have the 355 calls. So let's see. Let's go and take a look at Microsoft talking to the team. Also, keep in mind, Delta, no Delta calls. You could see, guys, Delta is down, like it calls. Hopefully everyone could see that with me. So are we all in on Apple? Everyone there? Everyone get Apple? No? Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell Twitter. June 19 at 3:45. There you go. I went ahead and tweeted it just for you guys to see. We're up 12% now, just a heads up, which is nice. All right, we're rocking. Microsoft pushing. I bet I had the alert on Microsoft target the 195. So let's see, 190.75. That's a really good sign. Let's take a look at Microsoft. Talking to my guys. Again, I got some good volume here. Now, we could always be conservative and buy the 195s or the 200s, but I think the 200s are probably the best bet. I just like the volume here and they're a little cheaper. So I'm going to wait for my team. Good news that Apple is going. We're up 16% on Apple now. So I'm going to type it for you guys. Did you guys get it? 16%. Did you guys get that? I didn't close it yet. So I'll just give you the heads up. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill the 200s on Microsoft together. 62 cents. If I buy 10, that's going to be too expensive. I don't want to add too much risk. So let's go halfway here, guys. Let's go ahead and buy 5 together. I'm going to fill out market. So I went ahead and filled that. And I filled that at 66 cents. I'll tell the students MSFT 200 calls, June 19 at 66 cents. I filled 5. So there you go. So MSFT 200 calls, June 19 filled at 66. So I went ahead and just typed it up for you guys. I know it's a little late, so I mean it's a little delayed. All right, so far so good on Apple. We're up 12%. Are these positions held overnight? To be honest with you, my I want to get out of these today. I want to make these money now. So let's see. No, DAL didn't get there. DAL fell. Look at this. DAL is not there. So no. Resistance on Apple is the all-time high of 354.77. So that's where we are. I'm just typing in my team because they're watching the tube. I spelled that wrong. Anyways, Apple's nice so far. Yeah. Oh, okay, Jonathan. I get what you're saying, but again, there's nothing to play there. I mean, the charts didn't come our way, so and look, see how it fell here on the DAL. Let's just ignore it. Move on. Apple did fall a little bit. It was at 353.06 at the high. No big deal. Microsoft is pushing, so we're green on both. Microsoft is up 7% and Apple is up 2. We were up 16% at one point, but again, we literally just got in. So there you go. Mark is asking, any advice on knowing when to close out options? That's a really good question. A lot of people ask me that. I like the 40% rule. 40% rule. 40%, I get the hell out and move on with my life. People are like, oh, this and that, the other. What if this moves up? What if this does that? You could always leave a runner. You could always leave one contract going and then close out. So you have that way to do it. So Microsoft, I didn't go too heavy. I only bought basically 2%. Apple, I went 4%. Carlos, does the time and sale on level two help for options trading? Sometimes it does because you see the actual movement of the stock itself. I don't use it all the time, but again, you can if you want if it helps you. But I don't personally use it. SPY 320 calls 16K vol. SPY always has volume. So the indices, SPY, Qs, those tend to always have vol. So I don't want you to get caught up on the volume when it comes to SPY because you start getting some crazy ones out there. So don't feel the need to chase. Microsoft, we're up 17%. Thoughts on Kroger later this week? Kroger is an earnings play. I'd rather not. They have razor thin margins. There's no reason for me to play that name, to be honest with you. Looking at DAL, DAL is about to test 100. So that's basically done. There's nothing there for you. So again, still not having any alerts. Look at BA. BA reverted right at that level, and we came back down. So good thing we didn't play that. Microsoft right now, percentage-wise, is up 11. We're up 11 now, or 10. And my Apple's slightly red. Now we're up 7 and down 4. So you could see a little bit of a push here. Let's see if we revert. It's about to be a 10 a.m. turn. You can see ES is about to hit 200. Big movers, big shakers. I have my watch list. Airlines are up, but again, fading. Boeing is fading from the overnight move. Qualcomm's up. Cities up. Banks. Again, all this is pre-market moves. So Shopify. So the winners yesterday: Shopify, mRNA, Zoom. They're down today. This is my first time. I have TD account because of you. I saw you there. How do I buy 355 expiration? Action by type. So what you want to go is you want to go to trade. You go to Apple under the name. Let's say you want to take a look at Apple, and then you click on the ask. You always click on the ask when you want to buy something, and then that's how you fill it. And I filled it at market personally. So right now we are down 10% on Apple and slightly green on Microsoft. Or is it you recommend me a salary videos first understand? Yeah, we explain it on the YouTube channel. We have a ton of videos. Outside of volume, is there anything you use to select strike price, date, and options? Obviously the volume, but again, you don't want nothing too far out in regards to you don't want nothing too far out, excuse me, when it comes to the strike either. So what does that mean? Again, you don't want something that's this week that's $30 away from your strike on a Thursday. Again, you have to keep in mind time decay, obviously, what people call theta. So again, I don't want to be pigeonholed as that, oh, it's just volume. Volume is important, but again, it's not the only thing. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. So again, a little bit of a fade. Again, it's Tuesday, guys. This is where we are. And just to give you a heads up, we are down 11% on Apple and down 14 on Microsoft. Yep, looks like ES is testing the 200 right here to the T. We should bounce off that. If not, your next level down would probably be around 3100 and then 3076. So I'm going to keep an eye on it right here, 3125. So keep in mind that these are very low beta names, Apple and Microsoft, because they run with SPY. They're the two largest holdings of the S&P and ES. So keep that in mind. But the good news is that Apple and Microsoft are outperforming even futures and SPY. So again, they're still the bellwether. On Discord, Anthony said Microsoft's 40. Did you ever get to that point? It's not for this one, guys. That's a whole different ballgame. That's for another trade that we had. Just a heads up. That was not the same thing. Either that or he got it earlier than us. I don't know. But again, I can't look at the chat either. What do you think about Shop in terms of investing? I like it. I'm just really heavy tech personally, so I haven't bought Shop yet, but I think it's a great stock to own. Yes. Thoughts on AMD, the actual option or the actual stock? 'Cause I own AMD and I love it long term, but there's nothing going on AMD. AMD, you need to wait for 56.74 in order to do anything. Okay. So apparently my team on the Signal side got got Microsoft first thing in the morning. How great is that? So either way, they're a little earlier than me. Obviously, I'm watching this. I didn't get to see them. Seeing Facebook push here. Thoughts on AMC, the movie theater? Stay away. Oh, it's Nico got it. Yep. What's the most important factor when you look for it to be traded? One is the Greeks, volume, moving averages. You look at the chart, moving averages to me are the most important. Again, price action is the most important. Volume is key when it comes to the options itself. But that's just me. Do you guys sleep better knowing that you make 100K off subs when your signals have all been horrible lately? Well, I don't make 100K off subs personally. That's what you say, Tim. But yeah, I mean, if you think that we're perfect, then you shouldn't join anybody because we're not perfect and we've never claimed to be. But again, this is why, you don't want to join us, you don't have to join us. That's the reality of it, things. If you think we're gonna be perfect and right all the time, and then expectations are up here, and that's fine. And you don't have to join us if you don't want. We don't make much of all the subs. Microsoft. Yep, Microsoft's running. Sure. Facebook is pushing though. Gar has 600 plus premium subs paying $200 a month. Yeah, I understand that. But you understand that's a business too. And you're talking about employees that we have as well. I don't pocket 200K myself, Tim, if that's what you think. That's not the case. Again, it's a business at the end of the day. You don't have to join if you don't want to. That's the deal. Okay, so now we just got an alert on Square. Let's take a look at that. Okay. All right, let's take a look at Square together. Let's monitor what we have. We are green on Microsoft again, and Apple is nearly break even. So let's take a look at Square together and see what's up. Again, we don't want to risk too much either. The closest thing is the 95s. We're about 70 cents away. $100 for the 50 cents for the hundreds. Not a fan. I'm gonna skip this one. What do you use to find out when market driving economic events such as GDP reports when Powell speaking? Oh, very simple. Here we go. I actually posted on Instagram. It's called Forex Factory. Check this out. Forex Factory is right here. You can always go to economic calendar and I'll bring it up. And you can just bring it up for the week, this week. And then you apply settings. And you have everything. Now, what I do is I filter them. I only want to put the most important stuff, which would be orange and red. And I only put the currencies because it's still Forex. Is USD, which is United States news. So I apply filter. And then right here, this is the most important stuff in front of you. That's it. Got it? Cool. Hope that helps. All right. So I'm not gonna play Square. Square, I don't see anything really worth my time to play it, and I've been burned in the past before. It's kind of like a bad Tinder date. You don't want to call her back, right? It is pushing now, though. How about that? Okay, so Microsoft is moving very nicely. You guys should be up now. Up 5% and down 4 on Apple, but still, Apple is bouncing again. The good news is that they were price upgraded. I think it was by Wedbush, and they were the highest on the street. The highest one was $400 price target, or 415 or something like that. Sorry, I may have missed. What did you say about Square? Something about 50 cents and not into it? Yeah, it's the $100 calls. I'm not going to play the $100 calls on Square. That's your second highest one. Your best bet will be the 95s, but it's very close to the money. So I'm going to skip it. I just would want a little more volume than that. And I don't want to play the next strike off the money. We're tired of letting trades expire 100%. Week after week, the service, the team just uses subscriptions, profits their own trades while finding fits fine. Well, I understand, Tim. Again, you're going by the fact that lately it's been tough last week, but 2 weeks ago we were fine. This is just the ebbs and flows. Tim, you don't have to be here if you don't want. I understand. This is why you could just cancel and you move on. If you don't like the way we do things, fine, that's fair enough. And you could just leave. Simple. You don't have to be with us if you don't want to. Will Jay Powell pump the market? Well, we discuss. Again, on Jay Powell, I can bring that up here. On Forex Factor, it actually tells you exactly not what he's going to say, but what he's going to kind of in mind what he's going to talk about. He's going to do to testify at the semi-annual monetary policy report before the Senate Banking Committee. So he's just going to talk about monetary policy, the debt, and what have you, and more stimulus. So who knows what he's going to say? We don't have that information. Can you repeat which companies are the ones that have the much impact on S&P? Yeah. So what you want to do is if you want to see which stocks itself, let me see if I could bring. I thought I had that here. I'll go ahead and bring up Forex Factory. There we go. So let's go ahead and bring that up. So we go to SPY ETF. You go to finance, Yahoo Finance, excuse me, and you can go to holdings, and this will tell you the biggest holdings of the S&P. And of course, Microsoft is the highest. Apple's number 2, Amazon number 3. Hope you guys can see. Facebook number 4. Alphabet would be 5. But again, if you go ahead and put both stocks together, they're actually higher than Facebook. Johnson Johnson, Berkshire Hathaway, Visa, and JP Morgan Chase. So those are your ones that are closest to the S&P right there. So you could find this on Yahoo Finance very easily. You just type in SPY and you go to holdings and you're right there. So again, if you buy an ETF, you're owning these anyways. Uh, let's see here. I'll take Tim's spot. What do you think about Facebook? Okay, so let's look at Facebook together. All right, new hourly candle. Let's rock. Looking at Facebook, I have an alert at 241.75. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and wait on that for you. I'm not going to go ahead and get into that. We already have 2 trades open. I'm not in a rush to get into anything. Let's see. All right, guys, stop crying. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wait on the. Let's kind of focus here. What do you think about Snap? Oh God, I hate Snap. That's one stock I really dislike, but they were price upgraded, and every time I've traded options on Snap, I have lost money without a fail, like batting 1,000 to the downside. So I don't play it. I don't like the stock either. Separate portfolio for high dividend stocks? Sure, if you want. Again, you could always do both, guys. You don't have to have anything separate. If you're more of an organized person, yeah, that's fair. Again, TD Ameritrade, you can open 1,000,000 accounts if you want. Robinhood, you can open 1,000,000 accounts if you want. That's really up to you. Yeah, Powell's going to speak. So Powell's speaking right now. So let's take a look at ES together, guys. And E-mini futures, I know I talk about it constantly. 31.35, very interesting. Right here. So you can see that we're kind of bouncing off that 200, which is a good sign. And Apple is green. Great. Microsoft is green. Great. We should be able to catch that today. Are we rich yet? Let's go ahead and get this. What about April 14th to May 28th and those losing signals? That's losing trades. That's what happens. And actually, that does happen to everybody. I mean, if you want to take a look at Bridgewater and Ray Dalio, they're down 37% on their hedge fund. It happens. It happens. Again, guys, no one's putting your gun to head to join anything. This is absolutely free for you guys. I'm not charging you anything. This is absolutely free. You don't. We have followers that follow us and don't pay us anything, and that's fine. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's really up to you guys. Okay, so I got some news here. Home Builder Index. Okay, home builder sentiment post, the biggest monthly surge ever. Assigned housing is rebounding from the coronavirus. That's great. So housing index at 58, estimate. The estimate was 45, so that beat. U.S. business inventories is down 1.3%. Fed Chair Powell says warns of significant uncertainty, quote, about the recovery and says small businesses at risk. So there you go. The wet blanket. That's where we are. Let's see. Okay. Apple's down about 8. Microsoft is break even. Let's see if we can get that continuance. Just need to break that wick of 353.03 and we should be rocking. So let's go ahead and place that alert there. 353.03. Once we break that, we should be around 20 to 30%. So just holding here. And Microsoft is holding up, so we need 194.50 to break. That's my alert there. And we're just waiting on that. Snap. Okay, next question. Which future tickers do you buy? The only future ticker I like, because it tends to be less expensive, is MES, which is micro E-mini futures. So if you want to take a look at that, the margin is only $600. You need margin for this is /MES. And it's the exact same thing as ES, but again, it's a 1/10 of the contract. When do we exit Microsoft and Apple? Well, Fabi, we're in it right now and we're still going to hold. It's only 10:03, so I'm with you guys on here. And of course, this thing's not loading. I'll go back to ES. There we go. Let's go back to ES. All right, so it looks like we're continuing to the upside here. Let's go ahead. All right, Microsoft is coming. Keep an eye. Microsoft is coming. 3%. No, Federico. Madrid, baby. That's my team. But again, you could call me a front runner because I've always liked Ronaldo since he was in Man U. Man U was my first soccer team that I loved. So, are you listening to Powell? No, I'm talking to you guys. So I can't post anything in regards to Powell because that's CNBC, and then I'll get flagged by YouTube and I can't post this. So last sweep on Apple calls, Friday expired. There you go. Great. So we're in those. That's good. Okay, so let's see. All right, 31.35. Let's rock and roll. All right, let's take a look at what else was moving that we had on our trusty notepad. All right, so I think everyone was asking about DAL. DAL's bouncing off the 100, but nothing yet. Nothing to really do here, guys. We still need to break. What was the level that we had? 33. Let's wait, break 33. NVIDIA, I think I had another one there. Yeah, NVIDIA kind of fell pre-market. You see that big fall? Look at profit taking. I think we weren't in that so far. Okay, Microsoft is definitely coming alive. Take a look at that, guys. Microsoft coming alive. So 194.44. Well, I didn't tweet that, sorry, but you guys got it. So we're up 8% now. We should break here in a second. I'll go ahead and take away this alert because that thing is freaking loud. It goes bing, 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 all that. Yeah, I went ahead and said that, Ivan. First time trading options. For some reason, my Microsoft calls got purchased at 70. I've been down, never bought. Was the market order the problem? I'll tell you exactly where I got in. I got in at 66. It's at 70.50. You should be at break even right now. So I got in at 66. Have you already exit BABA? Are we in BABA? Oh, they're in BABA. Okay, I didn't get into that. So I'm a little behind, Quentin. Sorry. I'm not in it. I'm not watching the signal group. I'm sorry. I'm focusing on you guys. you have a setup for video for charts on Thinkorswim? I do. I do. I'd have to post it. It's either on YouTube, check a look at our past channels, or I do have it. It's on YouTube. Take a look at our previous channels. We have it. Just a heads up. All right, so ES is bouncing. So these guys are in Alibaba. Ah, Baba. Okay, so we're gonna fill the Alibaba calls 230. They are in. This is a signal. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill two. Actually, I'll fill three. I'll go about 2.5% here. I'm gonna fill that market. All right, I went ahead and filled. So my team has said to go long Baba. So I'm in it. So sorry, I'm not watching the team. So yeah, okay. So 9651 Patrick. Keep in mind the level that I'm in. I got in at 345. I don't know what price you got it, but again, it's still early. So the other guys, when you talk about Baba, that's my team. That's my signal team. See, look, right here. See the Discord? Again, I'm not watching it because I'm talking to you guys. So this is the actual signals that we have. I can actually show you. See, these guys got in, which is my team, and I didn't see it because I'm answering your questions. Hopefully you guys can see. There you go. See, you guys are really behind. So I guess this thing is kind of behind. Either way. All right, so I'm in Alibaba, so there you go. I'll go ahead and get in 230 calls at 95 cents. I filled 3 contracts. This is a lot faster. So that's where I'm in for June 19th. Typing is faster than the stream. This is kind of the issue with streaming. There you go. BBBB, I'm BBB. I don't know what BBB is, so I'm gonna go ahead and hide this. There you go. That's true. Thanks, Gar. Yeah. If I was sorry that this is behind. If you guys really want to see my internet speed, I'll show you too. If you guys want to see. So go to speed test. I'll show you how much internet. Now I'm on Wi-Fi, so let's run speed test together. Okay. Okay. Can you see? Can you hear? Just want to make sure that we're. I guess. Yeah, we're live now. Still live. Okay, so Baba is going. It should break 225. I think we're. Which ones do we have? We have the 230s. Perfect. Okay, great. Okay, so open, we have Apple, MSFT, BABA calls. Yes, sir. That's where we are. And ES is bouncing here. I guess, what's his name? Powell's not really saying anything much, not much of anything. Apple, I really do like, guys. So let's see where Apple, the volume is at. And 25,000, that's great. So the 360s are gaining some volume. The 355s are gaining some volume. Looking good. We are in BABA, so I can tweet this out. What was the ones we have? I'll go ahead and check it out. I'll post it for you guys. 355. MSFT, we're in the 200 calls. And we are the BABA 230s. There you go. Went ahead and tweeted it. All right. That's where we are. Hello. BABA's up 11. Microsoft's up 8 or 7. And Apple's down about 8. So there we are. Apple's just kind of hovering, but Microsoft and BABA should be bangers right away. I want to see if we can close something here, get some profit here. How about ERI? I don't know what ERI is. ERI is Eldorado Resorts. No, I mean, talking about casinos. For that, I would wait for that high of 47.30. But to be honest with you, I prefer win, and even that's not moving. So I know I would stay away. Stick with the names that are moving. That's what you can follow. So Alibaba does want to get that 225 level. So let's place an alert. We're about a buck away. And yeah, so far so good. Pretty much even here. Up about a whole $3 today. It's enough for lunch. A whole $3. Apple ascending triangle wants to squeeze. Ain't that the truth? Ascending triangle. What he's talking about, guys, is what you have here. And I can go ahead and do the drawing. Drawing tools. What he's saying is that you have this ascending here, and then you're hitting that triangle here, that resistance, and you should pop to the upside. Very nice. You could kind of say the same for Microsoft. Oops. And I can go ahead and put a drawing tool here. And you could see nice little stairway from the bottom. And whoop, right there, running out of room. And then you could see here this gap fill level, which is right at 195.15. Once that breaks, you're gonna go ahead and break to the upside very strong. Sup, bro? Roku. When does the stream end? I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and get some profit first before we do anything. Would more coronavirus cases hurt airlines even more this week? Well, there's no second wave, but again, what you're getting is more stimulus, which is a really good sign. Again, airlines are hurt as it is. If you're betting on airlines, you got to understand that you're betting on America to start traveling again. That's a good bet. The only stock I have on airlines is Dow. Spy Push, do you have a price target on Apple, Microsoft? When you say price target, you're talking about investing or are you talking about the option? Roku. Roku. God, Roku leaves a bad taste in my mouth sometimes still. Yeah, Roku's pushing. I own the stock, but again, you still need this break up here, guys, of 114.87. And last time we rejected it, 1 and 2 fell back down. So big level on Roku is 114.87. So let's go ahead and write that down in our notebook, on our piece of paper, whatever. All right, so ES is pushing here very nicely. Looks like Microsoft needs to break. Do you trade naked puts as well? Yes, naked puts. All naked. We want to stay naked. That's how we do it. Let's see. Let's take a look again. Microsoft up 25%, BABA up 22. So I'll go ahead and up you guys. 26% and BABA up 23%. How are you guys looking? Oh, the stock. BABA, you could see that BABA is a break here. I gotta change this again. BABA is gonna break 225. We had that alert from this gap fill of 222.41. So my team went ahead and went long. How are you deciding limits to purchase? I don't. I feel at market because everything is so tough to fill. So okay, guys, we're up about $170 now. BABA's up 28. 225 key, very, very, very important. So I'll go ahead and screenshot this so you guys can see it later. All right. 225 level is very key for BABA. So your key levels. So I'll go ahead and say key levels. And Microsoft needs 195.19. 195.19. And Apple, we need 353. Those are your key levels, guys. Hope that helps. That breaks 25 influence. I agree. Ivan knows what's up. He knows the deal. He's been with us before. Awesome. Glad I get to watch some of this. Yeah, of course. And of course, this you can watch this anytime, whenever you want. So if you have any other questions, I am here. We've been on for about an hour now. It's been pretty fun. I got out of my BABA calls. I saw 10% and sold. This market's so crazy. James, I will never get mad at you for taking a profit. Ever. You'll never go broke taking a profit. How are you guys looking? Why do you say that there's a wave two of coronavirus? Well, according to the White House, there isn't. Why does the Group C use expiries for this week? Because they move quicker. That's all. How do you get the exact key level like 195.19? Okay, perfect. Thanks for asking. It's right here. Went ahead. Let me go and expand this here. And you could see this is my level here, which is this gap fill of that chart here. And we kind of fell a little bit, but again, it's Tuesday, it's early, and we're going to get to continuation here soon. You can see I have the level right here of 195.20. Oh, 195.19, same thing. Put there. Yep, a little bit of a move here. We fell a little bit 31.40, but we're still holding. Tesla dump. Tesla dump. Let's see. Well, let's see. Is Tesla below 1,000? It is. Oh, there you go. Nice little dump. Good thing we didn't follow and get into calls. And the next level down will be 968.99, which is their previous all-time high before the break. So 968.99 is your level to maybe reload. Is that a hangman candle on Microsoft? Well, it's an inverted hammer, but again, the hour candle hasn't closed yet. It's 10:22. So again, we should break 195.19 and just go to the top, to the moon, Alice. And so far, Apple is still holding its trend line, which is a really good sign. And BABA is about 70 cents away from the target level. MU, let's see. MU. Well, there's one thing, kind of a rule of thumb. I don't like trading having more than 3 positions open and options. That's just a rule of thumb for me. So MU, I'd rather wait for something to get off the table. But I see what you're seeing in MU. Right here, you see this little mini gap that filled and it kind of reverted back down. If you want to play MU, you need to get back above 53, in my opinion, for calls. Again, I'm just going by calls here. So 53, but I'm not going to fill in anything else. I have 3 call options open, and I'm happy with it. So we're up about 17, 12, and down 12. So we're up about $14. Obviously, Apple went about 4%. What are you smoking on? This is Cali Bar. This is Mango Nectar, uh, a vape. I gotta vape something while I'm working. It's just vape, guys. I don't smoke anything else. I'm pretty boring. So I'm not cool. So Baba's moving. Let's take a look at that. We could probably catch that today. Probably catch that in a little bit. So Baba up about 22% now. So far, so good. We should be able to break that 225 level pretty easily here in about 40 minutes. I mean, about $40 in about a couple minutes here. Just need ES to break 3140. Well, we need to retake this high again of about 3148. We get to around 3148 on ES, we should be great. Thoughts on Square, excuse me, 92 puts. Excuse me, guys. Nah, I wouldn't want to get into 92, but I kind of see what you're saying in regards to that gap fill. I would skip it. It is still a breakout point. You need to get back to revert back down to 92, 91 before you do anything. What price range, price target you're trying to look at Microsoft? I think 196. Once we get to 196, we should get 40% and get the hell out of that thing and just move on with our lives. There goes Baba. Baba 22, 22. There we go. We get there. What exactly do you look for in a trade? Are you looking for a close above a certain level? Yeah. Again, like for example, the little notebook that I have of my watch list. I already have in my mind targets that I'm looking for, looking at charts I'm looking for. It's kind of hard to explain everything in one shot, but this is stuff that we go over in our teaching. Is the actual trends and the actual charts that we look for on the actual setups that we have. Microsoft's moving. I'm moving. I'm new to this. When the company hits 250 on Baba, is that when you sell? No. What you go to, let's say if you have the trade with us, you just go to monitor and you see the P&L and your percentage, and then you just close it. We're going to close Baba here pretty soon, guys. And we're going to close Microsoft pretty soon. Pretty solid. And my Apple's just pretty much treading water, which I want to hold anyways because we have which ones? The 355s? $4 away. We should be able to get that pretty easily. Tesla puts. Tesla's so expensive, guys. I want you to skip Tesla, especially on a Tuesday. Easy could see 231.75 down the road. Are you talking about Baba? Yeah, definitely could. I own Baba, the stock, so that'd be great. Tesla, I mean, Tesla, I own the stock, but I'm not trading that thing. So Microsoft, you're at 30 now. Your team sold Baba. Yeah, they got in earlier. They got earlier than me. Yeah, I know. I missed it because I've been talking to you guys, but we'll get it. What do you think about swinging Apple? Well, swinging for when? It's more than likely could close it today. So Microsoft, we're up 34%. Very nice. I mean, swinging, it's only 10:30, so I think we're going to get that today anyways. And there's Microsoft. Great. Let's see. Microsoft, 37%. All right, let's go ahead and close Microsoft. I'll go ahead and screenshot this bad boy for everyone to see. Let's go ahead and close at 38%. Who gives a shit? I'm going to go ahead and close it at limit and send 40%, and we're filled. There you go. Profit made. Okay, there's Microsoft. Very well done, guys. Congratulations. You made some money on YouTube. Cheers. Oh, tendies are nice. Tendies are nice. Kind of 33. Very well done. Well done. Yeah, Baba and Microsoft left. Yep. Let's see where Baba is now. All right, so we got one out the door. All right, very nice. What do you think about Spirit Airlines calls or hold off? Mm, I like Jay Portnoy, but I don't think he gives a shit about what I think. What do you think about Spirit calls airlines or hold off? No, I would want to stay out of Spirit in the airlines. I don't. Let me see if I can take a look at it. Save. Yeah, there's nothing there. I wouldn't play that thing. No thanks. Out of all the plays, I opted in Apple, loving the live though. Oh, but Apple's gonna hit, man. So don't even sweat it. I mean, we're only down 9%. You're gonna hit that thing. I'm still gonna hold that, and we're gonna get there. The price upgrades, you just need to get to 350, 304, and you'll be fine. And again, if you make 5%, get out of it if you want. Yeah, get out of Microsoft. Yeah, let's get out of Microsoft. You're good. How much should I be risking if I have $5,000 in the premium group? Yeah, that's right. If you have 5,000, we talked about this. Let's see if I can bring up the actual. Where's this thing? Percentage calculator. So 4% of 5,000 is $200 max per trade. $200 max. $100 is fine, I would say. You can go $100 per. Never mind, it was a while back. What's expiration and strike for your Apple call? My expiration and strike for my Apple call is right here. The 355s, June 19th. 355 June 19th. What do you think about selling puts? Remember, if you're selling puts, you better have the actual stock in your hand. You better have it because it could be executed. Remember, one contract is 100 shares. So be very careful. What do you think about NIL? Sword pie is $97. Nah, I'd get away from NIL. So this is kind of the stuff that we do on a daily basis. I mean, yes, people said, "Oh, it's been rough." Guys, I've said this on podcasts, I've said this on YouTube. This is not easy. It's not easy. If you have this expectation that you're gonna make money every day, you're not. It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. It's difficult. Markets are very treacherous. But you're showing you live what is possible. I mean, yeah, listen, maybe if you made $100 today on Microsoft calls, hey, you just made, a nice little lunch. That's great. So right now we're up 24% on BABA. Let's see what's up. Thoughts on NKLA? Yeah, you can get into Apple if you want. 355s, I'm in them. Yeah, German. Thoughts on NKLA? No, I would stay away from that. For that, I'd rather be in Tesla. Looks like BABA is just having a little bit of a slow move to 225. Just slow moving. Yeah, Apple's good. If you guys want to take some profits on BABA, you can go for it. It's up 21%. So let's go ahead and just close BABA here. I mean, I like the chart, but I'm just going to take it here and just move on. Let's go ahead and close it. Take out some risk here because I kind of want to end the stream already. So, okay, so I just went ahead and took out some BABA. Yeah, Michael, sorry, man, you're late on Microsoft. Just skip it. Only thing I have open now is Apple. Okay, so that's it. So we got two trades. Close BABA for 20. That is Give me a second, team. See if we can get Apple today. How long are you gonna hold Apple? I mean, let's see. I mean, I've been on now for about an hour. We can get it. We're about to be break even. So let's see. We should be able to get this. You should go live more often. Again, guys, like and sub. If this is your thing and you like live trading with me, go ahead and like and subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your friends to like the videos. Push it. The more you guys like this stuff and you give me the feedback, I will definitely do more often. I don't mind it. Again, I just want to do it by myself. 293 viewers, great. But either way, do I use the same thought process for swing trades? Yeah, you can. Absolutely. Same thought process. Again, you just want to have your analysis, you want to have your charts, you want to have the volume, all that stuff. It's too late to get into Apple. No, it's not too late. So if I was able to do what you told us today, then I'll be able to do the premium signals right. Correct. What level do I close Apple after you're in the stream? Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there because I'm still with you guys. I was imagine if you got calls for July when everything tanked around 2,300. I imagine that would be nice. I bought more stock when we were at 2,300. Remember, I told everyone. Imagine is a rough path. Ain't that the truth? Light trading is crazy cool for new people like me. Visa calls, I'm telling you right now, guys. Visa for some reason, Visa and MasterCard are the worst when it comes to options. I don't know why. I played it and it sucks. Dude, please start smoking a cigar instead of vaping. Dude, vaping, really, really? James, I actually smoke cigars. I do. Can't smoke cigars in my office, unfortunately. Are you seeing Apple consolidate right now? No. I mean, I still think that it's still climbing the stairs to the upside. We still need 353. We need a dollar more. Yeah, we're gonna squeeze to the upside. Imagine buying Tesla at 400. Hey, imagine buying Bitcoin at a dollar. Imagine. Oh, come on. Let's see what we got. That's why. Imagining is dumb though. Any good long-term options to hold? If anyone asks me about long-term options for that, I'd rather just buy the stock. Imagine Amazon like a dollar, right? Imagine being a billionaire. Imagine buying everything at its beginning. That's true. Imagine having a DeLorean and Back to the Future and getting the almanac, sports almanac. I see you use TD Ameritrade. Do you have any experience or thoughts on using Power E-Trade? I've never used E-Trade in my life. No. I just like TD. That's just my personal thing. I mean, they don't pay me for using this. They actually charge me commissions. Isn't that lovely? So I don't get any of that. That's one thing a lot of people have asked, like, oh, do you recommend them? Like, yes, but we don't get paid from them or anything. So either way. Apple in the 5 minute. I'm not worried about Apple in the 5 minute. Looking at the hourly. There you go. So now Apple is kind of sliding a little bit. No biggie. Market sliding here. About the 200, we're still holding here. Still holding trend on Apple. You could see we're down about 17% and still holding. I show some love, guys. Across 300 viewers, very little likes. Let's help out. What do you think about Nikola long term? No, I prefer Tesla. Damn Apple. Yeah, the TD was laggy. Everything was laggy. I mean, everyone's phone service was out yesterday. Pretty wild. Yeah. Babel we took off the table. So again, we're just holding Apple with relatively small risk anyway. So again, still holding the trend line, which is key. We're still holding trend to the upside, which is good for me. Huge read. Powell dropped it. What did he do? What did Powell do now? Powell on wealth equality, inequality question, blah blah blah. Nothing really going on. Yeah, nothing. Now there goes Apple bouncing. So actually, this is a really good lesson here. Don't freak out on red. There you go. Apple dump. That's a lot to say. Dump. I don't think a 30-cent dump. 30-cent move is a dump. Good question. I got the 360 call on Apple. Was that a good idea? I think that's a little too far out. I prefer the 355s. What's a good price to add NVIDIA to the portfolio? All right, good question. I did buy it before. Oh, let me see if I could bring it up here. I would say your best bet to buy NVIDIA, a good price would be 340. Cheap out, Daddy save us. Yeah, see the bounce here? Still same thing. Nothing's changed. You could see this bounce. We'll retake 352.53 in a bit. So no worries. Use VWAP. I do not. Should I sell or keep? Sell or keep on Apple? The 360s, hold it for a little bit. You just got a little farther out. You can hold it. What's a good entry price to get in on AMD? Okay, let's take a look. AMD, I would say around 52.46 would be a good one, or you could test the lows of 48.91. I think about that below 50, I buy AMD. You said any stop loss? I do not. My position, my risk size is my stop loss. Entry price to go long on Tesla. The last time I added was right at 930. So if it gets to 917, which is the 200-day, I would buy more shares. Entry price to go. I already answered that. Yep. Seeing a little bit of a mix from China news is why we're falling a tad. But again, I still like Apple due to the price upgrade on it. So again, you could see we're getting to that ascending level. We just need to get to 353, which is $3 away. Should catch that and break to the upside. And 355 is right there. And not only that, but you could see that ES, E-mini futures, is sliding a bit. We're sliding below the 200. Nothing crazy here. Nothing really to go nuts about. As long as Apple holds the trend, we're fine. But again, some news coming in. Florida COVID cases rise 3.6%. There's your answer. You like SRNE? SRNE is rental. I've never heard of this, and these are penny stocks, so I don't trade them. I'm sorry. I couldn't give you a good opinion on it. Yeah. Apple down 23 here. Again, still holding for Friday. Well, it's Friday expiry, so it's still holding. We're literally just $5 away. About a 2% move to the upside will get us there in the money. So just holding here. Again, good news is that Apple is still holding its trend line. So far we did get Microsoft today, and we did get excuse me, we got Baba today. So some little snacks. We'll see if we get where we're going. What do you think about ADP July calls? Apple pushes down. Well, everything is pushing down in a sense. Solid and Baba. Yeah, Baba we already got out. What do you think about ADP July calls? ADP? Let's see the volume. Let's see the chart itself. Well, you do have a gap fill of 155 if you wanted to trade it. I just don't like trading far out options. Let's see, July. There's no volume. It really isn't. So no, I wouldn't trade it, honestly. Solid and Baba. What indicator do you use? I use moving averages. The 100-day, the 200-day, and the 50. Solid and Baba. Baba, in regards to, will you hold options overnight and why? It just depends. More times than not, like I may just hold Apple this week for the rest of the week. I don't know. We'll see. Just holding it here so far. Nothing has really changed. Again, I still like the stock. Again, getting a slight pullback, but nothing to go crazy about. Yep, you're seeing just some news here. I'm retweeting it on Twitter about the COVID spikes in Texas and Florida. But regards to options overnight, yeah, of course I've held them overnight. I've held them for days. Doesn't change anything. I remember a couple weeks ago, I did a freebie on IWM, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're still holding. You're still holding." I'm like, "Of course I'm still holding," and we made money on it. But now we're at 349.73. Let's see where we're at. We are down 29%. Still holding it. Nothing really changes here. Getting a little bit of a fade on ES. Let's see if we can stay above on ES. The level I'm looking at here is around 3105, which is the opening that opening push on E-mini futures. So I'll go and place an alert there at 3105. Let's see if we can hold that level. But no, I'm not closing. We literally just opened it, what, 45 minutes ago? China raising COVID emergency level. Should you ever allow an option to expire? Yeah, of course. The options do expire. Worthless sometimes. Sure, it happens. Thoughts on Sony for long term, not options? If it's more of the Xbox, more of the PlayStation thing, I'm with it. I'm not against it. But they're in regards, they're a Japanese company. I'm not against you owning them, but I'd rather own Microsoft, I guess, because I'm an Xbox fan. That's just me. But we'll see. But Sony doesn't seem like a bad play at all. Right now, you just have your feet up and you see what happens. Let's take a look at SPY together. See if it holds right around 310.27. Put an alert there for you guys. Let's see if it holds. ES holds above 3100, 3105. Apple breaking down? No, not yet. Is it good idea to buy call options that are expiring the money? No, I wouldn't unless you want to exercise them. Remember when we were used to do Micron? Yeah, we used to do a lot of things too. Yeah, for sure. Micron again. I don't want to add any more positions. I know I had three close to, but I'm still holding Apple, and I'm going to hold that thing. All right, we're down 38 on Apple, still holding this thing. Let's take a look at the volume on Apple now. See where it's at. Apple 32,000, highest on the board, which is a good sign. Calls are outnumbering puts. I would say about a good 4-1, 3-1. So I still like that. You're really cool, mate. Thank you. No problem. Yeah, guys, again, you had some COVID headlines. At what point would you cut your losses? To the point where it starts breaking down. So I went ahead and just typed it when the trend changes. But again, literally was a 10-minute headline. Yeah, you can't be to the point that you start freaking out over every little headline. Qs, let's take a look at Qs. We're not gonna add any more trades here today on this. I'm gonna hold Apple with you guys for now. So we're staying on for a little bit. See if I can get back to 353. That's how confident I am in this one. Does the cash and sweep vehicle just mean net liquidity? Yeah, same thing. It's just cash that you have. Average out on Apple? No, I never add to losing trades. No, leave it as is. Even Microsoft kind of broke that level and fell back down a little bit. Still holding trend. Qs now, again, if Qs we start breaking above the wick of 254.34, then yeah, we can go and talk about it. But again, just a little pressure on ES, nothing crazy. I get a little bit of a bounce here, getting back to the 200. That's nice. Okay, seeing a bounce here. Okay, looks like we're back to the trend line on Apple. Good sign. Excuse me. That's nothing. You can also buy the dip. You can. We didn't. All right, still early. Glad we got Microsoft and got Baba out of the way. That's good. So all we have is really just one trade on the board, which is Apple. We're holding that thing. All right, seeing a little bit of a downfall here on Apple and ES. Let's see if ES holds. Oh, looks like 3105, 3100 seems to be support. Let's see if we hold it. Maybe it's just more Powell speaking. Who knows? I don't see any more headlines saying otherwise. So I can go ahead and go to TweetDeck and see what's going on. The headlines are going. Powell says if market function continues to improve, then the Fed will slow its corporate bond function. Beijing to shut down all schools. Again, so I guess it's all COVID. Don't want to run through the bond market like an elephant. Okay, so just basically talk. Yak, 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 yak. I'll go ahead and retweet this. Beijing officials will not ask companies' factories to stop working. Market reacts. When Q is earnings season, July is Q2. Oh, I thought I typed it. Let me see. Q2 earnings is in July. This is Powell, Beijing, yeah, just reactions. All right, ES just hit 3105. Let's see if we can hold 3100 here. 3104 here on ES. Let's see if 3100 holds. Hughes took a nice red one, and Microsoft is still holding that trend line. What's the support on AMD? AMD, your support is right around 52.46. Even though you're bullish, love to see that you have a Permavir Northern Trader. Oh yeah, I love Northern Trader. I love him, Sven. He's great. Oh, bar charts website. How do you know people are buying from the most active options base? Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring it up for you. Remember, it's delayed, so don't think that it's like right there. So you go to options on bar chart, and you go to most active options. But again, it's delayed. You see Apple call options, 74% of them. You can go ahead and click here. And you see those are the most active for the day. And then the second active would probably, the second most would be American Airlines. Third is Microsoft, so on and so forth. All right, so nice big red candle so far on ES. So we'll take a look at Microsoft. We are down 50% on it, and we're still holding. This is a really good lesson, guys, to not freak out over every little thing. What is their stock price, strike price? They're not going to say the strike price on it. I don't see it. So the only way you could probably do it is unusual options activity under options. So I'm going to go ahead and show you here. You go to options, unusual options activity. You go to stocks, and this is as of Tuesday, which is today. And then you can see MU, some unusual options activity. This is for July 2nd, $61. So you can actually go through here. You go to MU, July 2nd, and you can see 3,000 vol, those 55s. If I expand a little bit, I can go to the close on June. Oh, June out close, June out close, July 2nd, and you could see the 61s that they're talking about. It's 5,000 vol, and I thought I had it here. See the 61s, unusual options activity. It's right here, 61s on July. So that's one way to do it. Also, the 240s on BABA have some unusual options activity for July 2nd. So a little farther out. But this is a way to see it. But if you just want to see the volume, guys, you could just literally just click on this deal here. You click on whatever you want, go to strikes. I go to 14, usually my default setting, and we're at 35,000 on Apple. But you can see this nice big bounce there. But again, 30.99 on ES. Looks like 3,100 could have used that support holding. This recorded. Yeah, this should be saved on YouTube. You can watch this anytime. You are concerned to fight the $4 drop in less than 30 minutes? No, I'm not concerned at all, actually. Nah, those are headline stuff. That happens. Headlines happen. Name of the game. When getting clapped. Crazy how you're not worried about the Apple drop experience. Yeah, you just get used to it. I'm pretty sure everyone will say, "Oh, you're used to losing." Yeah, you kind of are. You get used to those reds, and you're just like, "It's another day. It happens." No, don't sweat it. I mean, this is the deal, guys. If you are really that emotional about money, you're really in the wrong business because you're gonna get those drops. You're gonna get those moves. You're like, "Oh my freaking God!" It happens. It happens. So you see. Okay, Beijing official says kindergarten, primary, high school should be down Wednesday. Oh, there you go. Some headlines on Beijing. So now your 100-day moving average. Do you ever buy more? No, I don't. I don't add more on a loss. No. Okay, SPY just broke down. Let's take a look at SPY here. It did break 310. So now your moving average is 308. That's your 100 days. Let's see if we get there. That'd be your next support. Is right around the 200 day, the 100 day at 308.29. So again, all this is just headlines from Beijing regarding that they're closing schools due to COVID. So I mean, I'm not really worried about it. down about 45% now on Apple. We were down 50 at its lowest point. So thoughts on Alibaba? We already got out of it, so I'm kind of glad we did. We actually got out at a perfect time. We got out. So I mean, Alibaba needs to get, if you wanted to reload on it, meaning the stock, or you wanted to look at options, I mean, you need to retake 225. But honestly, I'm not seeing anything that I want to do here. Our last support of 305. Are you talking about on SPY? Yeah, 305 would be your 50 day, but 308.24 would be your 100 day. For your subscription, do you post your trades every day? Yeah, of course. Everything is posted there. Everything is posted on SPY. Yeah, really your support, the next support level is 308.24, which is the 100. All right, so we probably got another headline coming in. There you go, right at the 100. Oh boy, now we're cooking. All right, yes at the 100. Let's see. On SPY puts. No, let's see if we break 308.29. That's my level. And we're right there on ES. Down 55 on Apple. Look at SPY here. Let me get out. Let me see Qs. Qs and Apple. Look at Qs and SPY. You can see right at the 100. They're both at the 100. So SPY just hit the 100. Well, my alert. Let's see if it crosses. If it crosses, then you could see the 305s. That could be a scalp. See if we can get a bounce here. Okay, now I'm at SPY. Let's see if it crosses. All right, 11:01 in the morning. See if we get a little more. What's SE? Momentum tools. I don't know what momentum tools you're speaking of. That 100 DMA is crucial. But this is a good lesson. Apple entry to add to your long position. Pretty high above the 50 moving day up. I'm definitely not going to add onto anything here. I'm holding. No adding, just holding. Yeah, no, I don't use MACD. All I use is the moving averages. Here we go. Nice bounce. Nice bounce there. We didn't sell anything. We held it. I don't because my position size Actually, if you're playing the 100, you can actually play SPY calls. Maybe. Let's see how much they are. I could gotta get in. Come on. Oh, this is for Wednesday. Yeah, a little expensive. The 313s. You could target the 313s there, but I wouldn't here. No, just wait. If you like, you can get in again. It's true. You can, but I'm not. Waiting here, staying pat. Remember, we literally got into Apple an hour ago. So type again. Only Apple is open. Okay, so Apple do is bouncing slightly. Let's see. It's a good live here because you guys have like a lot of things going on, which is nice. So again, let's see what SPY can do. See if we can get to the 313s. See if we can get to 310.31. Maybe we could scalp it. All right, that was quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy these 313s. I'm gonna buy one contract. I'm gonna scalp this bad boy. Let's scalp it to the upside. So I went ahead and bought one SPY at 292. Let me go ahead and filled it. June 19 at 292. So I went ahead and bought one SPY call at 313s. Let's see if we can scalp that bad boy. I picked the 313 because that was the reversion of the level here on the chart. Right there. That's a 200 day. So I bought one. Let's go ahead and monitor it. I'm up 4%. See what we can do. Again, quick scalp. Let's see if we can get it. Keeping it tight. Good phone app. I use TOS. All right, let's see our SPY plays up 5%. Nothing wild. And look at Apple bouncing. About 7% now on SPY. All right. So how's everyone doing today? So far, so good? Everyone having a good time out there? Like a DJ? Everyone having a good time out there? Yeah. About 7% now on SPY. Let's see what we get. 311.40 is my next level, which would be the high of the wick on the candle. Let's see if we get there. We're at 311 now. See if we can break that. And we need on ES is 3105, which was our alert before. See if we break that. We should be able to break that next couple of minutes. How does one stay to chill the market? It's just experience. It just takes time. It takes time. You get used to it. I kind of equate it to just driving. Like when you're driving, you don't think about turn signals and all that stuff. You just drive. The first time you're driving, you're freaking the hell out how to park, how to do this, the clutch, if you drive stick. But the more you do it, the more you get used to it. There you go. Big pop on SPY. Does anyone else have SPY? 10% now? Anyone else get in that one? SPY? Yeah, you really get used to it. For SPY, my level is right around 312.97, 313. Is it too late for SPY? Let me see. No, you can go ahead. No, it's not. Just be nimble. I always say be nimble. There you go. Five percent on SPY. Nice little push. All right, let me change this to 312. How's that? 312 will be a better alert because it taps it and then it stops, and I keep getting ding, ding, ding. It's annoying. What's the date for SPY and how much? Let's see. I'll tell you right now. Rather just type it because it's late. Stupid, stupid lag. Story of my life. Q's nice bounce. This is why we didn't play puts right away. We just waited. So ES is 3105. That's what we need on ES. So we're at 10 more handles. It's a lot of waiting, guys. A lot of it's just waiting. A lot of waiting. Yeah, just want to let you guys know a lot of it is just waiting and watching. Story of the deal. The Dow is up 310. S&P is up 1.24%. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go hit the head. So I'll be right back, team. Are we rich yet? Are we rich yet? That's the question. All right, 10% on SPY. Whoop, whoop. Okay, nice bounce in the market. And 20% SPY. All right, guys. We are 25% on SPY. Okay, 27% on SPY. SQ, we're gonna skip SQ. SQ. All right, so nice bounce here in the market. The 100-day was our support. Nice, guys. 25%. Very nice. Maybe we'll be in the money soon. Phone calls never end. They never end. Let's see if we can get in the money on SPY. We're about $1 away. We should be able to catch that. 312.92. I'll put an alert at 313 on it, so it'll be right above that fib. Patience pays, guys. Patience pays. All right, 312.16. Let's see if we get to 313. Get a little money on that one on SPY. Patience, right? That's the deal. Any other questions out there? Pretty quiet out there, guys. Maybe I've asked a lot. Sorry, I'm putting out the thing on the chat, but I'm trying to give you guys updated. Now we're about 18% on SPY. Let's take a look at those SPY calls and see where they're at. 7,000 vol, very nice. Okay, 314 is a little more volume, but that's good. But like we talked about, SPY always has a lot of volume, so don't put too much emphasis on it. Apple, the 360s, 41,000 vol, and the 355s, 39,000. Very good. Out early with $18 profit. Very good. We're just watching. Okay, cool. That's good. You guys are just watching? I'm watching with you. Let's see if we can get Apple today. Carlos, can you squeeze me in the general chat on Discord? German, go ahead and email us, GARcapital@gmail.com, and my team could do it. I can't do the Discord with it right now. Email the team. Now let's just hurry up and wait. $11.20. Let's see. 3107. All right, looks like Apple wants 350 again, and I think SPY should want 313 pretty quickly. We anticipate market to close in green? I do. I do anticipate to go green. Absolutely. Okay, just got a nice US Post rule allowing US companies to work with Huawei on standards. That's good. Good for the market. But I do anticipate that the market will be green. Can I join the general chat if I'm the basics chat? Just email us, guys, because chats, that's my tech team. I don't do it. Spice Cup, are you taking it at a certain percent or a certain price? Right now we are, what, 21%? If you want to close it, go for it. I'm holding it. I think we're going to get to 313, be in the money. So I'm holding it. Mark. Yeah, there's a nice little boost. Nice little bite there. So we are 23% now. So I have a full-time job. With buying signals, I would have to make sure I'm able to monitor signals to exit trades at the right time. If you're basic, if you're premium, we'll tell you when we get out. So probably premium is your best bet, J. Clark. Quick question. Doesn't TD limit your day count? No, this is a cash account. Yeah, this is a cash account, no margin. 23%. So far in the day, I'm about 69 bucks with everything, just for the day, because of Apple and Spy. So like $87. CGC holding strong. Let me see that thing. Yeah, CGC's kind of range, not much new. Break 1829, we could talk. Then we could start talking about that. But right now, there's nothing there. See where Microsoft's at. Microsoft's back. Let's see if it breaks that level here of 195.26. Maybe we can always get back in for the 200s for this week or 205s. Check out, what kind of action do you choose? What do you mean action? Check out SQ. IQ? IQ? There goes SPY. IQI, the Chinese company. Yeah, I see it up 25%. I really don't want to play those. I'm going to skip it, but I see the movement. All right, cool. 194.14. All right. We're not in shop. Buy to open. Buy to open. $28.77 now. 28% on SPY. If I buy the membership guard, do you think I will make it back? I would hope so. Yeah, of course, best friend. I like the name best friend. It's nice. Yeah, of course you'd make it back. That's what our job is, to make it back and more. Best to wait for another dip to buy stocks. I have 5K I want to invest in. No, buy on weeks. So if you have 5 grand, do this. Buy $1,000 a week for 5 weeks, and then you average a better price. Average out a good price. So we're up 26%, 28% on SPY, guys. Just a heads up. We're about to hit in the money soon. About 50 cents. Well, we got it to 19K, but we lost yesterday. Just last week was tough, so we lost a little bit. It happens. And then remember, guys, we paid in commission this year on this account. Balances $813 in commission. Sucks. Oh well. What can you do? Apple's pushing back, which is nice. On Apple, you won 353.04. Heads up. And SPY wants in the money. No, it's not too late to buy it. Each week, do it all one day or play it out different days. I would do 1 day a week. I buy SPY G every Friday. How do you know when to scalp instead of SPY instead of buying puts on the drawback? You played the 100-day moving average, landed. That's what I did. 17K right now is with commission. So that's with commission already taken out. 800 and something dollars in commission taken out. Yeah. A lot of it's just waiting. Boring ass waiting. Come on, SPY. Take me home. Of course, the thing that always sucks is that you're like, why only buy one? So it's really like 18K. Yes, just about. If you guys want to see it, I'll show you. You go here, options, privacy, you see monitor. Commissions year to date, $813. Profits and losses are all here. You can see. We're up 26% now. So if you want, I'll show you the actual statement. The actual statement, give me a second, I'll show you. You guys want to take a look at the statement. Ready for the next live stream? Sweet. Cool. We'll do some more. We just need more people to want to watch. We need some good comments. We need some likes, some subs. So I'll go ahead and do this. And you can see here, here's your chart. Year to date, we started right here, March 11th. I don't know if you could see it with 10,000. How do you leave a runner? There's a runner video that we posted online. It's called the runner strategy. So you can check a look at that. Are you able to day trade these options? Yes, because these are cash accounts. Why do you use the 100-day better than the 50-day? Do you use the 20 or 100 or 50 or 100? I use the 100, the 50, and the 200. So you can see here, we started with 10,000. We got as high as 19,536, dipped, and now we're at, well, if you update it now, 17,238 technically right now. Yeah, so far. But that's good that we bounced off the 100. SPY needs to moon off the 313. Yeah, 50 more cents, we'll get there. We should be able to get there pretty easily. I'm here. All right, Otis, what's up? What's that mean that you use? 20, 100, 50, and 100. I'll tell you. Disadvantage of a cash account is that once you close a position, you have to wait a day for that money to settle. So you don't get that money back to trade right away. On margin, you get that money to trade right away. And also you can't trade futures on it. How long have you been running the 10K account? 10K account's been since March 11th. Where's the next buy resistance? Next buy resistance is 316.37. That's your next resistance. See. What I had it here. Yeah, see, we started March 11th, well, March 10th, 10,000. And that's where we are, 17,241. Why is the 100-day MA? It just works for me, the 100-day, because it shows almost an intermediate amount, intermediate level. So it just works for me. 200 is more the long term. Morning, Carlos. This is great. Hey, you're welcome, Brett. Hope you guys like it. More to come. Right, we're just waiting. A lot of waiting. Yeah, I just need 313 on SPY. But good news is that we have until Friday. Everyone take a look at Apple and SPY in the 5-minute chart. MACD is ready to the moon. I don't use the MACD, but if you say so, I'm with it. Yeah, that's good for our calls. 350 needs to break on Apple, which it will, and 313 will break on SPY because it will, and then we'll basically wrap it up in a bit. You have your level set. One more little push. We'll get there. Getting there on SPY. So your 200-day on ES, guys, is 31.24. Break that, you should be okay. Basically, wipe that that move, that China headline. There you go. SPY's in the money. All right. Okay, SPY in the money. And we are 36%. Beautiful. Let's hold it. I mean, we could hold it, but again, how about you guys? We should be able to push a little more. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take SPY here. Well, we see if we get a little more bounce here. We were in the money. I wanted to get that push above here, so I went ahead and zoomed in. Should get to around 313.40, so I'll hold it for a second. Should get a little more. Should get that 40. No, it's definitely not as fun as you think. Not like the movies. Not like the movies at all. So 33% here. All right, let's go ahead and take 31% and move on. Move on with our day. Go ahead and close it here, 31%. There you go. We just close that, and all we have is Apple. All right, a quick little snipe on SPY. Very nicely done. All right, so there you go. Now we need Gapple or Apple. Gapple or Apple. That's all we need. If charting doesn't make you hard, then trading. Well, I don't look at VWAP. No, I don't look at VWAP. Volume weighted. Uh, that's what I don't use. Volume weighted average price. I don't use that. See if we can get to 350 on Apple. Gapple is a gap up, yeah. Powell says the U.S. economy will absolutely recover. Lennar says city dwellers are leaving for the safety in the suburbs. Fed pretty much decided that negative rates are not attractive for U.S. All right. I'm still holding Apple. Apple above 350. Yeah. Why would I sell then? For someone who doesn't always have access to market all day, watch charts. What strategy would you suggest? I've been dabbling in vertical spreads. If you have a really busy job, I wouldn't even trade because it does take a lot of your time. So I would just be an investor. Just buy stocks and just own them. Be an owner. Have ownership. That's probably your best bet. That's what I would do. When your zones hit, right? I don't know. We really just need Apple to break 353.04. Okay, good exit on SPY, guys. Good exit. You see that? Kind of a fall, nothing crazy, but good exit. What price are you cutting Apple? Cutting Apple at profit, yeah. You suggest switching to a cash account from a margin account if I use Robinhood? If you have less than 25,000, yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Oliver, I'll tweet when we get out of uh, Apple. Yeah. Do you think Apple will break 355? Yes. We should be at least tap it. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'll keep you guys updated on our Twitter. So thank you so much. Yep. So recap, MSFT, SPY, BABA, profit, holding Apple, 355 calls, alert break set at 353.04. I will tweet out. When do you leave runners? I don't leave runners personally. I have too much to do. So I just don't. I will tweet out when we are out of Apple. So follow at G.A.R Capital on Twitter. All right, guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really appreciate it. Make sure to like our Instagram page, like any comments, give us kisses, whatever. Yeah, on IG, I'll let you guys know too. Same thing. Same on IG. I'll post a story. So not a bad day. Better than expected. Great. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. All right, guys. So that's basically it. Cheers, guys. Any other questions? Feel free to comment below, like and subscribe, share our videos, whatever, man. We like it. All right, guys. Have a good one, and we'll catch you for the next streaming. If you guys really like it, feel free to comment and say, hey, more streaming. Give us more stuff, and I'll do that. So, hey, great. Catch you guys later. Thank you guys so much. Catch you guys soon.